I have all the Sony lenses anybody could ever need, but there's one lens that convinced me to sell my Leica Q3. And it's also a big part of how I grew my Instagram to over 250,000 followers. If I broke this lens right now, I would rebuy it immediately, but nobody talks about this lens. Why is nobody talking about this lens? So what is it? It's the compact 24mm f2.8G. I can't live without it. And in this video, I'm gonna share all the reasons that you should pick it up too, because it might inspire you the way that it inspired me. But first, an introduction. I'm Velvet Alfredo. I'm a street portrait photographer. I go out into the world and I find interesting and unique people and I take their picture. I'm big on Instagram and I'm growing on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe to be part of the journey. Now, I love camera gear and I'm always keeping an eye out for some helpful piece of kit. And if you're like me, you might find yourself flipping through YouTube camera and lens reviews, searching for that one new bit of gear that's gonna level you up. And honestly, it rarely happens, but with this compact 24mm, it actually changed my life. Sony G Master lenses are incredible. They're some of the sharpest in the game, but they can be big, and they can be heavy, and they sure ain't cheap. But in May 2021, Sony released these three lenses, a 24mm, a 40mm, and a 50mm, all compact G lenses. And this is the closest that Sony has ever gotten to releasing a true pancake lens. And because my standard street portrait kit is already so big, I mean, it includes a flash, it's got a microphone on it, I'm always reluctant to add like heavier lenses to the front of the camera. But Sony is not screwing around because these lenses are tiny. Compared to a similar GM lens, the difference is obvious. And this isn't just about how they feel on your camera. Lugging around a few of these in your bag ain't no treat either. I mean, do it a few times and you start making these like bargains with yourself, like maybe I won't need this one, or like maybe I can leave this lens at home, and it gets to the point where like you don't even want to pack them. But this little guy right here, I mean, we're getting to like M-mount lens territory. It totally removes that friction between you and being creative. I mean, there's like never a reason not to bring this along. Okay, so let's talk about performance. Now, previous to this lens, I was using the Leica Q3, just grinding and like building up my Instagram account. And the Q3's Summilux 1.7 lens is well known as like a superstar performer. It is like tack sharp. But when I picked up the Sony 24mm, I just assumed I'd be taking a hit in the sharpness arena. But look at these two images side by side. One shot on the Leica Q3 with a 28mm Summilux, and the other on the Sony a7R5 with a compact 24mm. Both are 60 megapixels, both incredibly sharp. And portrait after portrait, I found that the 24mm compact G punched well above its weight class. I mean, look at these images, and you can even compare it to the 24mm GM 1.4. All right, so we're gonna start with a 24mm GM lens. This is the 1.4. I don't usually shoot with this thing. I usually shoot with the compact 24mm f2.8. We're gonna be shooting at an f2.8 today because that is what the compact shoots at. I don't really end up using anything faster than a 2.8, generally speaking. I mean, sometimes on my 35mm GM, I'll be at a 2, but rarely, because I shoot in broad daylight and I use a flash often, so who gives a shit? It's just as easy to use an f2.8. You get that background separation, but you don't really have to worry about like the nose in focus and the ears out of focus. That kind of stuff drives me crazy. So let's get at it. Excuse me. You two look incredible. Can I snap your photo real quick?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hit by traffic for this photo. It's worth it. You guys look fantastic. Thank you so much. I've got an Instagram account called Velvet Alfredo.
I like that.
Yeah, I take photos of interesting people I find on the street.
Wow,
You guys look great.
So cool. Thank
So
you.
say hi. I'll send you the photos, okay? Thank you. Dude, you look incredible. Can I snap your photo?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Look at you. Jesus, that's incredible. What a look. Let's get some close-ups. Holy shit. Look at you, dude. Fuck. I love it. My Instagram's Velvet Alfredo. Say hi on the gram and I'll send you these photos,
I think
okay?
I've seen something of yours
Awesome.
before.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
We'll say hi and I'll send them to you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, dude, keep it up, man. Bro, hell yeah, dude. Can I snap you? Dude, you look great. What are you up to tonight? Dude, hell yeah, you're chilling. Look at this guy, just fucking killing it. Dude, keep it up, dude. My Instagram's Velvet Alfredo. Say hi, I'll send you the photos, yeah?
What is it?
Velvet Alfredo.
Velvet Alfredo.
Yeah, dude, it's badass, wasn't it?
So cool.
Hell yeah. Okay, so let's play a game. Which photos were the compact 2.8 and which were the GM 1.4? Well, here you go. And by the way, if you want your photos to look like mine, check out my Velvet Dreams film color preset for Lightroom. It'll give your images that like analog vibe with like the slightest kick of colorful punch. It's in the description below. I use it on every single photo of mine every single day. Okay, so don't get me wrong. This 1.4, it's meant for entirely different types of work. This is the go-to lens for wedding and event photographers. I mean, it's perfect for like environments where you cannot control the light. But on the street, even with the Leica Q3, I never really shot below a 2.8. I mean, a 2.0 sometimes. And even with my Leica M11 here, this is an Elmer at 2.8 on here, I generally shoot at an f5.6, an f8. I mean, yeah, it's a manual focus lens, but like an f2.8 is totally fine. A super fast f1.4 prime is not the kind of thing I'm using on the street, especially with a flash. Excuse me, I love your look. Can I snap your photo real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, thank you so much. See, you know what you're doing. You're great at this. You're great at this. Couple more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My Instagram is Velvet Alfredo. Say hi in the gram.
Yeah, I followed you.
No shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll say hi. I'll send you the photos.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
keep it up. You look incredible. All right, so now let's get into cost because this 24mm f1.4 costs $1,300. And the compact 24 2.8, $600. $600. Come on. It is an absolute steal. I mean, honestly, this would be a value at twice the price. So I stopped using the Leica Q3. I just kept grabbing the Sony a7R5 with this 24mm because it was more fun to use. And when you find gear that makes the creative process fun and inspires you to make more work, you grab it. So I sold the Leica Q3 and I've never looked back. And if you want to see this lens in action, check out this video right here. It's in the description below. It's a street portrait POV video where I exclusively use this lens the entire time. I think you folks will love it because you'll see how this actually works in real world environments. So I hope you folks enjoyed the video. I'm Velvet Alfredo. I'm a street portrait photographer. Thanks for watching. Say hi in the comments below and don't be a stranger.